What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, the podcast that is your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I am joined by my co-host, my sister, Dolores, because I forgot the name she told me 2 minutes ago. I am also joined by Dan.
Hey, what's up?
And as always, we're joined by the disembodied voice of my brother, Derek.
What's up, everybody?
Yes, and this week we are going to be talking about the Spider-Man movies. They have been 7... What?
I thought she said DeLorean when she said
DeLorean.
DeLorean.
I think
From
that's perfect.
from back in the future.
Yeah. The DeLorean. Yep.
I'm pretty sure you used Dolores before. I'm just going to call her DeLorean.
Hey, there you go. Let's call her DeLorean for
DeLorean.
the whole episode.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, it's
She's
gonna
cool
be
with it.
DeLorean.
I'm fine with that.
She was Dawn the last episode.
Was she Dawn?
I
No,
was
it
not
wasn't.
Dawn. Oh,
It
my
was
goodness.
It wasn't Dylan.
It was Donna.
Dawn.
Donna?
Was it Donna?
It was Donna.
Diana? I think it was
I don't
Diana.
think-
No, Diane was the week before.
Yeah.
Isn't Diana dangerously close to, you know?
This is why
It's so
I haven't
funny.
used it.
If you go all the way
okay.
back to the first episode, we actually used her name.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we made a mistake.
My first, I like the first
Yeah.
episode. I was Becky.
We
Yeah, the
slipped
first
up.
couple of episodes.
We slipped up and said your name.
Uh-oh, so then that means the viewers know then.
No one knows.
They
No
really
one
know.
knows. If you go to the first episode,
All you gotta do is go to the first episode. Now they know where to go.
My name apparently is DeLorean.
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 Yes. All right. So we have a DeLorean.
85 DeLorean.
But anyway, this week we're going to be talking about the Spider-Man movies. There have been 7 Spider-Man movies so far, and 8th is being worked on. No, just 7. Oh, wait.
Really?
Yeah, just 7.
3 Tobey
Into the
Maguires.
Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse. So 8.
8.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely
Right
gotta count
on
that
the
one because that
list.
was like the best one.
Yeah, it was the best one.
The
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
So
They better come out with a second one too.
We're going to rank the movies, what we think is the best Spider-Man movie as a group, and what we think is the worst. Spider. You having trouble looking at the camera? There?
Yes. It's just okay.
It's right there.
I know, but when you're taking pictures, you don't stare directly at them.
Well, you don't have to stare at the camera. People don't want you staring at them.
Okay. So where do I look in limbo? Where do I look?
Look at each other like a regular conversation. You can do that,
Okay.
right?
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
All this is staying in anyway. All right, so let's rank the Spider-Man movies. So we're going to do this how we normally do our movie rankings, which is we go through the movies in order that they were made, and then we give a little review of what we thought about the movie, and then we start making our list. Who's writing the list today?
Would that be me? It's usually
I can write it.
Oh.
Oh, Derek is going to. I
Derek
think
is
it's the
doing
second
it.
time he
Oh.
wrote something.
What?
Derek has arms. Derek has arms and hands.
That's true.
Not just a floating voice.
Actually, guys, Derek is a computer that I've programmed to respond to us. So,
Yes, I will write it for you. Danger. Robot.
all right. So
He's also a smoke detector.
let's just know if we're gonna burn down. That light can get really hot. All right. Okay. So first Spider-Man movie is
Spider-Man.
2002. 2002. Yeah.
Yes, 2002.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
Hey,
Tobey.
you know, we got to give props to this Spider-Man because this and the first X-Men movie is really what ushered in this,
whole Marvel type deal.
yeah,
Just superhero movies.
I think these
being a
movies
thing.
let Marvel
I
know
dig
that
it.
they could actually do it. So we need to credit them with the MCU being made
Yeah.
because... Yeah, no, it's... Yes, we'll
Yes.
clap.
Good
I need to hear you there,
job, Marvel.
DeLorean. I couldn't hear you.
Applause.
Couldn't hear your hands.
You can hear my hands?
I could not.
That's how I usually clap. I don't be. I'm not a loud
That
clapper.
was a
really?
horrible.
Oh wow.
No, you gotta
like
cup
that.
your hands
was
and make like
horrible
an
clap.
air socket in the middle, so it's just
You know that loud
Really
sound
loud,
like
yeah,
when
yeah.
dudes be dapping up?
Yeah,
so like
yeah,
slapping
yeah.
bricks together.
No, I'm not. I'm more like, yay.
okay.
Be
Thanks.
too loud, man. Startles
DeLorean.
you a little bit.
All right. So yes, Spider-Man 2002 with Tobey Maguire. I like this movie. And
I did like
I
it.
think
I did
it's
like
good to rewatch as
Yeah.
well. Like it's enjoyable.
It is a legitimately good movie. I think they did everything very well. I mean, I mean, looking back at Tobey Maguire now, I wouldn't pick him, but at that time, he was a good pick for Spider-Man.
Yeah, at that time, yeah, he had that like crackling voice that like kind of fit perfectly for like a younger
Yeah.
Peter Parker nerd. Know what I'm saying? Always.
And I mean, it was early
Whatnot.
2000s. It was still that time period when all of our TV shows and movies had people in high school that looked like they were 35 because they were actually 35.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
They
a-
definitely could
Yeah.
have found someone. So, because I rewatched Spider-Man 3, I wanted to get ready for this. And Spider-Man 3 is the only thing that's on anything. I would have rather watched the
It
other
is.
one.
Yeah, the other two
Don't
ain't-
let
ain't
them know
nowhere.
what you think about Spider-Man 3 yet. We're not there.
Okay,
Not
but
yet?
my
Okay,
point
well, I
was is
think they
that
get the vibe.
watching it, all these people are supposed to be young adults, like in their early 20s, when I'm like, you're 30.
Yeah, you can see that neck fat that kind of comes in
Right,
like
like,
around the
it's
30s.
Just here.
It was
Yeah.
clear
As
that
soon
they
as
were
I turned
all...
30, it was just like,
See that turkey neck forming?
it just grew in.
Like
My
you telling
30th
me you're a
birthday.
20-year-old with a turkey neck? I don't think so.
So, yeah, I mean, it'd have been nice today to find someone with more of a baby face to say that, 5 years later,
Yeah.
he still looks young. And
True.
he didn't in Spider-Man 3. But back to Spider-Man 1, I thought it was a good movie.
I did think it
Yeah.
was a good movie. I remember I went to go see it
It
with
is a
my
good
daddy because I was too young.
Yes.
Oh, you were under 13? Yeah. So was I.
Back in 2000.
I was like, our parents took us to go see this. I remember
Man,
this.
y'all some young
I
bucks.
broke my glasses and I couldn't
Sheesh.
see.
the whole movie? You didn't
yeah.
just move up to the front row?
Nah, my eyesight, it wouldn't have mattered. About the movie.
Yeah, I love the movie. I honestly did.
Yeah.
Honestly did love the movie.
Yeah, I
from the
thought-
beginning to end, I thought the origin was good. Know what I'm saying?
Who was the villain in the first one?
Green Goblin.
Green Goblin?
William
Green
Dafoe.
Goblin.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe.
Which I
Green
thought
Goblin.
he did a great
It was
job.
Willem, not William. Willem.
Willow. There is
Willem.
only one L.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe,
I really.
not William.
Wait, are you sure? Is
No,
it just
it's
spelled-
Willem.
I know how it's spelled. Is it still pronounced?
I think it's Willem Dafoe because every
It's
time
probably
I hear
still-
somebody
no,
say it, I ain't
it's
never
still
heard him say
pronounced William.
William Dafoe.
Don't
Actor William.
don't
William
No
Dafoe.
one says William anyway.
Yeah, but I'm saying the emphasis on it. It's like you can hear the I am in it. Know what I'm saying? But
I
it's
think his name
Willem
is
Dafoe.
William.
All right, we'll go.
Whatever.
What y'all think?
Defoe was Green Goblin. I think
Yeah.
it was great, though I think it was a stupid decision to use that bike helmet.
Well, we can't talk about the third one yet.
They had prosthetics and stuff ready, and then they were like, "No, let's go with a motorcycle helmet. That seems great
Wait, 1 second. How much for what?
for the
For his
Green Goblin
helmet.
costume."
His Green Goblin helmet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, is that why it was?
Yeah, it's
long.
not, I mean, it's not like a real motorcycle helmet, but it's all metallic, like it looks weird.
Well, his whole outfit was metallic.
Yeah.
It was. Did
When
he
his
have
son,
a
Yeah, it
snowboard
was.
in this one? Because in the third one, his kid was like running around on that little snowboard.
No, he had an actual glider,
It
like
looked
they
like a
had in the cartoon.
snowboard.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
dumb. We'll talk about
It was it was a snow.
It was a snowboard.
So
He was throwing
Yeah,
pumpkins and everything.
that was good.
James Franco played his son Harry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, an adult
Yep.
who couldn't graduate high school for some reason.
Apparently.
Oh no, wait, didn't he? He did graduate.
Did he?
Yeah, his father said he did.
Yeah, he wasn't in
going to.
school. Yeah. He wasn't in school with him.
That's gonna look weird.
My bad. I was reaching for something that's not even there. It's not even there.
Okay, so Spider-Man 1, great movie.
Yeah.
Great
It was.
movie.
It was.
Yes.
The spider bite was
I still
very,
remember the music.
very dramatic.
That was even good.
What, the music?
The music?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they
think
did
the music
everything
was cool.
Very well.
that Spider-Man theme was good.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man theme was good. The costumes and all that was good. The only thing I really didn't like was, sorry, I hope this is not against our etiquette or anything, but Mary Jane.
No,
She
I
was
didn't-
supposed
I
to
was holding
be-
off on talking about that into the other movies, but
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
I know.
And
Kirsten
like,
Dunst,
she was
no.
supposed to be the most incredible looking like person in the world. Kirsten Dunst, I'm not knocking you or anything. You are pretty, but you're not. What should I say? Go on. It didn't fit for me.
She doesn't fit. I don't know what to say about her performance that I didn't like, but I don't really like it.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I did not like her performance as Mary Jane. I think, was it Emma Stone in the second series?
Emma Stone definitely
Emma Stone,
did better. We
yes.
could talk
That
about Emma
was-
Stone when we get
that
to
was
the
a lot
Amazing
better.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
Emma Stone,
series.
we're gonna talk about you.
But she was Gwen Stacy though.
Yes.
Yeah, but still,
Whatever. However, I felt like her and Peter Parker had better chemistry.
A lot better chemistry.
Yeah.
It was more believable to me. I just, Kristen Dunst and Tobey Maguire to me, I could never see that relationship in real life.
No.
Yeah. Like even and like she's just not that.
So, Spider-Man 2 was the next movie coming out. So we got Spider-Man 1 on the list. Spider-Man number 2.
Spider-Man 2 was good. I think it was one of the ones where the sequel was better than the original.
I was about to say, I think it was actually better than
It was
the
definitely
Yeah.
better than the original.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It definitely was.
It continued the story of him trying to deal with being Spider-Man and his life. I actually thought it did an excellent job in telling that story.
I
Yeah.
thought Dr. Octopus was pretty good in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alfred Molina was his name, I believe it was the actor.
Something.
Molina?
Yeah.
Alfred Molina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did a pretty good job with that.
Yeah.
Kept it kept it theatrical, not not overdoing it or anything, and how he went insane, how the arms was talking to him and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that was interesting.
It was
Yeah.
that was perfect, man.
I thought it was
that
good.
cool.
I thought the action in it was pretty good. That train fight was
the
pretty
train,
awesome.
Yeah.
best scene.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Although when he was like
Yeah.
about to fall, cause like he had stopped the train, he was about to pass out. They was like grabbing his. Like the one person squeezed. You can tell. You can tell when he passed out. They was grabbing him, trying to keep him to fall. They squeezed his boob. They squeezed it. There's no need to squeeze. Just get you a good grip.
Making sure he didn't fall.
No. He squeezed repeatedly. Not necessary.
Oh my
You're
god.
gonna have to follow that arm back to the body and find out who the heck this was. So I'm like, that
So
was an extra that got a little bit extra.
yeah, it was kudos to Sam Raimi. That was some good directing,
Yeah.
good cinematography there.
Cinematography?
He loves that word.
Cinematography?
Yeah.
Cinnamon?
Cinnamon.
That's a spice, Darren. That's a spice.
Look, I can't say the word. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Cinnamon.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. though.
Cinematography. All right.
Anyway, it was good. Their work with the camera on that was great. Should I say it like that? Should I do that? The camera work.
I guess, okay, the camera was great. Oh, one of the characters, he didn't get a whole lot of screen time.
Just went away with it.
He didn't get a whole lot of screen time, but James Jonah Jameson,
Oh yeah,
the guy that played
J.K. Simpson?
Yeah.
Simmons? Yeah.
Oh, in
Yeah,
both
yeah.
movies.
he
In the farmers commercials.
yeah, he was great though. Like,
Because I think, to me, it's like, he's like the guy from the cartoon.
yeah,
Yeah,
That-
like
that
that's
is how-
exactly
Yeah.
how I saw him in the movie. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's him. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. They
That's
take the
just him.
It's kind of like Patrick Stewart as Professor X
Yeah.
and Hugh Jackman as
Word.
Wolverine.
yeah, Hugh Jackman's like, just like who else can?
J.K. Simmons is J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I don't think you can get
Yeah.
someone else.
You can't get no closer than that. The voice he had, his mannerism, all that was
Yeah.
just like
Which
that.
is great because when you see him in other stuff, he doesn't act like that. He doesn't talk like that. So it's kind of
Right.
cool that he did J. Jonah.
And
Yeah.
I do like when they choose actors where it's like they fit that role perfectly, but it doesn't take away from them being in other things.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like
just
I
that-
see
he's
him in
just that
other
good of an
things,
actor.
and I don't
Yeah.
look at him as being J.J. Jameson.
Yeah,
But it's like seeing him as it is. Yeah, this is a perfect.
yeah, that's someone that I think like really knew the comics and everything. Like he knew exactly how this person was supposed to sound and whatnot, and he did it like
Nailed
spot
it.
on,
Yeah.
like no flaws at all in that performance.
Yeah. All right. So Spider-Man 2. Oh, I had to mention. Okay, for Spider-Man 2, I enjoy the movie. Can we just all acknowledge how stupid his idea was for okay, you're using fusion energy, right? And that's what the sun does.
Right.
What was the deal with pinning these arms to your spine? Like I just,
Yeah.
I'm like, this doesn't make sense. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
don't
yeah, that
understand.
was a little odd. Like because the part when they showed how they
Yeah.
fused to his spine, I was like,
Like,
Oh,
I'm
like hurt every time? You gotta do
why
this every
would you-
time?
Why would you wait? Apparently, it's the first time he wore them.
yeah, that had to be. The
And
first
then
time
why
he
would
wore
you
them.
make something that can take over your mind? Like, oh, I have this exposed inhibitor chip covered by very fragile glass
Yeah, because it got damaged after.
that prevents
that
them
first-
from
that first
taking
little
over
mishap.
my mind. Yes, that's gonna work.
It got damaged after that first little mishap, and that's when he started going crazy. So, yeah, that was a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that
That
didn't
might not
make
have been
any
the best
sense.
idea.
maybe just put it in the backpack. You know what I'm saying? little
Right,
mechanical
that you can just
backpack
put
you could take
on.
on and off
Yeah.
easily without the
Isn't
pain.
that what happened in the cartoon? He had like a thing that connected and then it
Yeah.
fused, but it didn't like stab
Well,
into
maybe
his
that's
spine.
how they figured that that's the only way he could realistically control it if it was attached to his mind,
Yeah, like
attached to
mentally.
his spine. Because now it's like truly one of his, limbs.
Oh, he figured out how to control machines with his mind. Look, it's sci-fi, okay? Somebody's swinging on a web. I think I can suspend that belief.
Yeah, but people swing on ropes all day, every day. It's like, all right, it's not that hard to figure out a web. But
Dang.
it's like put on a backpack, and now all of a sudden you control them with your mind. How so? yeah, yeah, make it a little bit more real of this. But
Yeah.
that was a little odd to me. I agree.
Yeah, but great movie. Definitely, it was better than the first movie.
Definitely.
One of the rare occasions where the sequel is better than the original.
That is true.
You got that?
Yep. So you got that, Derek? Spider-Man 2, then Spider-Man 1?
We're going to assume that's a
We're going to
yes.
assume that's a yes from Derek. I guess our program failed there. I'll reboot
Damn.
him. Alrighty, so we got on our list Spider-Man 2 so far, and then Spider-Man 1. Now
From
we're going to
this
move on
point.
to the third and final movie of the Sam Raimi trilogy,
Yeah.
Spider-Man 3.
Yeah. I think it suffered for too many plot points, too many villains, where no villain really got to be established. I mean, you had Harry, who became the Hobgoblin, but did they ever call him the Hobgoblin?
No, they call
No,
him
they
New
didn't.
Goblin.
Yeah.
He's the New Goblin.
The new guy.
Right,
Not the
which is just
Which
a
is
Hobgoblin,
stupid.
right?
And he didn't even look like the Goblin. He's just some guy in
some
some
guy with
weird
some
suit and a,
stuff on.
And
and
a
a,
snowboard.
and a
Throwing poop
snowboard.
at everybody. Like, come
Not-
on.
And a snowboard. It was just so weird, and it was just like they felt like they threw that in. He's like, "Oh, he's mad at Peter. You killed my dad," and then it was like, now he's the villain, which was really random. And
Like, yeah, like, did you guys really?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they threw in the Sandman, which I feel like no one had a chance to develop their story really
no,
well.
No, what they really threw in was Venom, which was horribly
Because
done.
By
Venom
Topher
got
Grace.
thrown in. Horrible choice.
Yes. Tofu.
Horrible choice.
Tofu Grace.
Like, look, I
And
get
that blonde hair?
Yeah, that was horrible.
That blonde hair? Oh.
And like, I get the fans wanted to see a Venom in a movie, right? I get it, but I mean, it's come out that this was basically Sony that ruined this. And based on Sam Raimi's first two iterations of Spider-Man, I'm gonna have to say I believe that it was Sony and not him,
I believe
Yeah.
it.
because
Probably.
apparently he just wanted to do Sandman, and it was just gonna
That
be
would've been
Sandman as the villain.
I don't know, but see, you say that. But then Sandman wasn't even done well. And then
Well,
there
because
was the Hobgoblin.
they forced. Well, Harry wasn't supposed to be New Goblin, and you weren't supposed to have Venom in it. So when you add all this stuff in, you don't have time to
But
develop
then
everybody.
if he wanted Sandman, then Sandman himself should have been developed well, and he wasn't either.
Yeah, it was like just the first.
Sandman was the first one they introduced in the movie.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even done well.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm saying that because they threw everything else,
He
in,
didn't have time to develop the one villain he wanted. I don't buy it.
I don't know. I
I don't
mean,
buy it.
I would say I'm just basing it off of the first two movies. It seems like
dancing.
He would have did better. No,
The dancing.
the dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That was bad.
Yeah, the black suit Spider-Man, Peter
Seriously?
Parker. Yeah.
Seriously though.
That was bad.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
That was just weird.
yeah, it was
was
really
so
weird. It was incredibly weird. Like seriously, that's what the suit's doing to him, making him
Then
want to
even
get
in
jiggy with
this
it.
one, like Peter was like, even before the symbiote got on him, he was a jerk, and I was just
Yeah.
like, where did this jerkiness come from?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
Mary Jane's all upset, and he's like, well, I mean, I have issues too as Spider-Man. She's like, we talking about me though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like
Like-
because everybody finally liked him, and he's just like. She's talking about how she didn't get good reviews, right, for a
Right.
play or something. He's like, yeah, and the crowd's just Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. I'm like, dude, you're being really rude.
Yeah, it's like I don't know where that attitude came from. It didn't make any sense.
I don't either. Eddie Brock wasn't really a jerk.
right, and he's
No, he
supposed to
really
be.
wasn't, and he was
just
supposed
a
to be.
creeper, though.
Yeah.
Like he's like,
It
Gwen
was-
Stacy's
yeah.
like, we had such. She's like, we had coffee. He's like, no, you're my girl. She's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, that was weird. Oh, that was
so
what's her face?
I couldn't figure out who she was.
Oh, I can't think of her name now. Jurassic World.
That was not.
Yes, it is.
Oh
Bryce-
yeah.
Dallas Bryce Howard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was Dallas Bryce.
Yes.
Can I look this
Yeah,
up?
it was
Howard.
her.
Yes.
She got some pretty blue eyes.
Yeah.
Her eyes are intense.
I like-
They're insane.
I like the freckles.
It was definitely.
Yeah, the
Dallas
freckles is
Bryce
dope
Howard.
too.
I'm
It all
looking it
works. You know what I'm saying? The blue eyes, the freckles, the red hair.
Yeah.
It just all
Yeah.
works.
So that was that. You introduced Gwen Stacy for whatever reason, and Peter Parker went on a date with her to make Mary Jane jealous.
It was just what I'm saying. It was so
Yeah.
weird.
Oh,
Just
forget
was
about
all
the
over the place.
dance
It was
scene.
too
What
many
about
people,
that
man.
performance scene when he was in the bar?
with the
Oh,
piano and and then the hip thrust. Don't forget the hip
Yeah,
thrust.
the hip thrust.
Yeah, that's when I lost. I was like, I'm
Wait,
done.
and
I'm done.
What's
I'm done.
with the West Side Story snapping?
Yeah, I'm like, this is about to turn into a musical, yo, and I don't like
That
musicals.
is Bryce
I'm
Dallas
out.
Howard. I did not realize.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, DeLorean.
Here, okay. My apologies
Yeah, I'm
to
like,
Bryce Dallas
I don't
Howard.
want a musical, man.
Yeah.
But tickets for Spider-Man 3, not
there was
Spider-Man-nificent.
There was a lot of weird things going on in this movie.
Yeah.
And I think the cardinal sin is messing up Venom. Like, just,
They
Yeah.
did. Just
it was so
it was just
bad.
all wrong.
Just all wrong. Now we'll never have another
wasn't-
black suit
And
Spider-Man.
he was like nowhere near big enough
No,
to
he
be
was so small.
Venom. I'm like, dude.
Even
you a twig.
especially since it was all CGI,
Yeah.
which was bad CGI. at
Yeah.
that.
Well, it was pretty.
It was so.
Hey, it was
cartoony.
still mid 2000s, so CGI wasn't that great.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah.
but
you
if
say
that
that,
though,
but
like-
then there's movies that have good CGI.
Okay, that's true.
True.
Yeah, there was CGI in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the
was good.
arms at times were.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
This,
good.
I feel like this whole movie had a lot of bad CGI.
Like somebody that just learned how to do CGI. I'm like,
Also-
yeah, we'll let you do it.
Like one of those free computer programs.
Also,
Yeah,
there was
he
no
did it.
story behind the Venom symbiote. It just lands.
Yeah,
It just lands on the
lands.
planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just no
Like, he
back-
gave-
Where does this guy come from?
He definitely didn't give it any thought. He was like, okay, you want Venom.
right,
Okay,
meteorite,
meteor.
dude.
There's Venom. There you go.
It wasn't good.
I was like, so just definitely now with who you have as Venom, I think it's a better choice.
Not a better movie though.
But it's better than Spider-Man 3.
It's still not good.
It is still not good.
So when you're still not good, just because you're better than another movie that's not good, does not help.
The problem
That's
with
true.
Venom is the storytelling just isn't there. The storytelling.
Yep.
It's not
I
there.
understand how can you mess up storytelling when the story has already been told for you?
I don't know. People.
Yeah,
keep
it's
doing
already
it in
there.
movies.
Like,
It's
what are you messing up?
already there.
Stop
Well,
trying
they
to make up
couldn't
your own.
use Spider-Man. You know what the problem was?
What?
You made a Venom movie where you couldn't use Spider-Man. And there was your problem.
That is the problem.
Venom
That is the
intrinsically needs Spider-Man.
That is true.
Also true.
So, like, you could do it without Spider-Man after the fact,
yeah.
but at the beginning part, you need Spider-Man. So
Yep.
that's where they didn't know where to go with that.
Agreed.
Just needs to
Because
sit in
Venom
the
becomes good in that movie for zero reason. Like, there was no reason. He just all of a sudden is like, yeah, I'm gonna do the right thing.
It's dumb. I have zero faith in some
What
movies.
persuaded you to do that? All right.
The storytelling and the intro of characters were just horrible throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, absolutely. None of it made sense. It was just a lot of random things happening. I mean, even then at
basically.
the end, he comes to Harry after blowing him up. Can we talk about how Harry didn't go to the hospital? Your face is burnt.
Yeah.
You're missing an eye.
It's like, yeah,
And
He
he's
got a
like-
concussion
let me
for
just go
sure.
home, sleep on it.
Yeah, and he's like,
Sleep on it real quick. I'll be all
Harry, I need you. I'd have been like, nah, bro.
Right now, dude.
Nah, I'm gonna sit this one out, homie.
As
It
you
was
can
just
see.
so weird. I'm like,
A
you
little
just
bit
blew
under the
him
weather.
up, and he's just sitting at home like it's okay.
It was just bad from all angles, man.
It's so bad.
Like, I honestly consider walking out of the theater.
I mean, I feel like that's one of the few
I'm
times.
thinking about
when-
that reporter. Y'all remember when, like, Spider-Man was getting beat up by Sandman, and the reporter was sitting there reporting it. The horror is so hard.
Right, she's like,
to
it's
watch.
so brutal. And I was like, yo, can we talk about like how Elizabeth Banks was the assistant? I was just like, this is a random use of Elizabeth Banks.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
She was
is kinda random.
assistant since the first movie.
Yeah, but it's
Was
been
it?
so long.
Yeah,
I
she's-
just watched the third one, so this is the one I remember.
Oh.
And I was just like, oh, This is so random.
Yeah,
It's Elizabeth
she's
With
Betty
the-
Brant.
With the
Yeah.
black hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I didn't
She's pretty
notice it
cool.
was Elizabeth Banks until after Hunger Games. Then, when I knew who Elizabeth Banks was.
But like, isn't that such a
Then I was
random
like, oh.
role considering her now?
Yeah,
I'd
because
say
she's
so.
You gotta
been
get
in a lot of
started
bigger,
somewhere.
more bigger roles. Yeah, you know.
More bigger roles.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You
I didn't
guys,
know what to say there.
You would think we didn't graduate high school.
I did graduate high school, guys.
Barely. Barely, but
It's been 14 years.
Sheesh, don't tell people that.
for you. For you.
Yeah.
I just graduated last year.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm on
You
my
def-
adult
you
journey.
definitely act.
Hey man, if all these actors can
You
play
definitely
some
act like
20-year-old kids, then I'm a 20-year-old
You
kid.
think I can play a high schooler?
No.
What?
I look the same.
No, you don't.
No?
Can you run track now
Absolutely
without
not.
passing
Oh,
out
wow.
and having massive cramps?
I'm not gonna.
Probably not.
I wouldn't make it
Man.
on the track.
Man.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Oh Jesus, Like I didn't even say go yet. I just said get on your marks.
You can't even do that.
That's
I
true.
got weak knees.
That's true. I can't get down.
Oh wow.
Spinning down sucks. It really does. What? It does. Getting on the floor and stuff, man, that sucks.
Okay, I can still do that.
I'm gonna need you guys.
You guys, I can still bend over.
I know.
I can sit Indian style.
So can I.
Yeah, everybody can sit Indian style.
Oh no, they can't.
No, everyone
No,
can.
they cannot.
Everyone can.
They can sit, but they can't sit Indian style.
Okay, so our rankings are Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 3.
Trash.
So far. Spider-Man 3, you're
Yes.
probably going to be pretty low down there.
Way low. You're last.
No,
There's
not
no
yet.
worse
No.
Spider-Man movie than
No.
Spider-Man 3.
Oh, there is.
Which
Is
one?
there?
We'll get there. There is.
I don't know.
Really?
All right.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna wait till we get
All
there,
right,
and
we'll
we're
get
gonna
there.
debate this.
All right, the next is they decided to reboot after they made a horrible choice with Spider-Man 3. And we have the Amazing Spider-Man, which was okay.
No.
So what?
Yeah, it was okay.
We'll
all
get
right.
there. We haven't got there yet.
We haven't? I thought that's what we were getting into. No.
We're
what?
getting into the Amazing Spider-Man.
The
movies.
Amazing Spider-Man. But that's not worse than Spider-Man 3.
No.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, is that the one that y'all saying?
No. I
I-
told you which one
I-
I
No,
think
that
is worse
was
than Spider-Man.
that wasn't
Okay.
worse than Spider-Man.
There's only one other one you could say. It's worse than
It's worse than Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yes.
So yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man. Now, so we've moved to a new Spider-Man,
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield, who, fun fact, was older than Tom. Not Tom.
Tom Holland?
Tobey
Tobey
Maguire.
Tobey Maguire was when he first started playing.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Here's my issue. I feel like Sony only did this movie because they had to release a movie every 5 years to keep the rights.
Yeah, they definitely did that.
And you rebooted a series that didn't need to be rebooted.
No, they could have
Right.
moved on with Spider-Man 4. Like, you can't just, after one bad movie,
Right. I mean,
go-
even if you wanted to say,
Wait,
okay.
with Tobey Maguire?
No, they could have replaced him with Andrew Garfield, and Andrew Garfield can still be Peter Parker.
Okay, I was gonna say, Tobey Maguire's only getting older, you know.
You're right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand moving from Tobey Maguire because we're talking, 10 years later? So you can't have Tobey Maguire anymore. He's like 40 years old now.
Yeah,
You can't
exactly.
do that.
Some things you can't hide.
That's when you get
Even with some bad
the
CGI.
double chin. That's
He
that's
had
what
a double
happens at
chin in
40.
the third
It
one.
goes-
Yeah, he was working that angle. I'm wait a minute. Didn't you like just graduate? Not
But
long ago.
I'm saying is that they could have continued Spider-Man's story, even continue with Peter Parker,
Yeah.
replace him with Andrew Garfield without rebooting the series that didn't need to be rebooted.
So we had to watch Uncle Ben die again.
Again, you retold the story we already knew.
Yeah.
Only good thing about it is that him and Emma Stone did have great chemistry. I think.
That relationship was
Yeah.
great. Emma Stone did amazing.
Yeah.
I think she was.
I like
excellent.
Emma Stone.
I do love Emma Stone.
Yeah.
I love Emma Stone.
Even the lizard in that movie wasn't so bad. I mean,
Yeah, so I feel like the movie overall was okay. It was just unnecessary.
yeah. It wasn't as good as Spider-Man 1 and 2.
No, not even close.
Yeah, but
Not even close.
definitely a decent movie.
Yeah.
Not much to say about it. I mean,
That's the
the
thing. It's
suit,
like
the
it's
suit
just
looked
nothing.
weird in that movie. Spider-Man suit.
Really?
Yeah, it's
I
kind
don't
of
know.
dark
This is-
and muted.
You thought it was darker?
Yeah, this was
I thought
when
it was
everybody.
okay.
I think this was after Batman Begins, and everybody started
Yeah, it was
going on
definitely
that.
after Batman Begins.
uh,
To get a darker tone.
like, oh,
well, the
everything
movie
needs a darker
itself did
tone.
have a darker tone to it.
Yeah,
No, but I say it's the Amazing Spider-Man though. That's different from the just Spider-Man. That was like a different kind of
Different comic books.
different comic.
What was different in them?
Mhm.
I don't know what was different.
What was different in them?
It was just like a different vibe. Like even the new Peter Parker, he was not nerdy enough for me.
He definitely
Andrew
was
Garfield,
not
He was
nerdy.
not nerdy enough.
I was
to
like,
be
this
Peter
dude
Parker.
is not. No,
I don't
Peter
think he
Parker's
was a
supposed to be
great
picked
choice.
on in school.
Yeah,
and
remember the
stuff?
way he stood up to that bullet? He was like,
Yeah.
"Let him go." Then he said his whole name. I'm like, first of all, Peter Parker would not do that. He's like, if you could, please put him down. I'm like, no, anybody just get all Bush on him real quick, deep voice and whatnot. So that I kind of didn't like.
I don't think it was a good choice. I don't think they embody Peter Parker
He's
well
too
in this
cool for
series.
Peter Parker.
Yeah, he was too cool.
Yeah.
like way too
Okay.
cool.
Like, I mean, just his manner.
That's kudos to you though, Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, with a name like Andrew Garfield, you wouldn't think this guy'd be cool, but
true.
you were too cool for the role.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think what they got here was Andrew Garfield kind of got the quippiness of Spider-Man better than Tobey Maguire.
Tobey.
But Tobey Maguire was a better Peter Parker.
True.
Yeah, Toby didn't do none of that slick talk though, like that Spider-Man.
Yeah,
smart
no,
eye
it wasn't.
slick talk. He didn't do
Always
any of that.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had like a narration at the beginning and the end, but it wasn't that. Like that narration in the middle, like as he's talking to the audience, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't do
Yeah,
that.
he didn't have none of that.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield definitely did. Like that one part when dude pulled out a knife, he was like, "Oh,
Oh my God!
no,
my
you
weakness.
found my one weakness is small knives." It was like-
But see, that's the other thing. He's way too confident. Like,
Yeah.
way too confident. Because even though, like, even in the comics, even though Spider-Man is continuously talking and stuff, he doesn't have that. He doesn't exude that confidence.
Right.
You
Right.
know.
He's still like a
Exude,
Self-
excellent word use.
Sorry.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
yeah. He's still like a self-conscious kid.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be, anyways.
Yeah. Because he was still in high school in that movie.
Yep.
Derek,
So,
Derek, all right. Why do we keep?
Yeah. So are we definitely putting that at the? We're putting that above Spider-Man 3, right?
it's above Spider-Man
Yeah, it's
3.
definitely.
Yes.
about
It's
Spider-Man.
above Spider-Man 3 after Spider-Man 1.
Yeah.
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 Definitely after
what-
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What kind of
what-
question? Yes.
That's not even a question. Spider-Man 2,
I know
Spider-Man
it wasn't
1.
a question, but I'm
All right. So next.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh,
So, like, I'm
Ooh,
sorry. I
man.
find this worse than the third one.
Really?
Yes.
I could actually
see-
watch that one again.
I
I
find
cannot watch the
this-
third
No,
one
I can
again.
see where she's going with it. I
This
can
is
see-
just
I
a
can see
hot
that.
mess.
Okay, give me
to
reasons. I need some reasons.
It's too much going on. Electro is horrible in it. Come on, a blue Jamie Foxx? Like, what's going on?
That was stupid.
Rhino was in it for like 2 seconds.
Actually, they showed
the
the
end,
final
at the end of the movie.
scene in the trailer. The final scene of the movie was in the trailer. The literal last second of this movie
Right.
is in the trailer.
Like, so it's like, I don't get it. I feel like they tried to, because, like, they're setting up more. And I feel like they tried to set up too
They
much.
definitely.
Like,
Oh, how stupid was their setup? Some guy walking through a basement and just everybody's stuff was there. Was some octopus arms and a symbiote in the glass and just
Yeah.
everything was there.
Like,
I'm
I mean,
like,
it's like
really?
you said, Spider-Man 3 was trying to do too much. This was trying to do way too much.
Way too
Yeah.
much.
It was just,
Yeah.
But they wanted that universe because Marvel
But
was
that's
kicking
not
off
how you
and they
set up a
wanted
universe.
that
I
universe.
feel like it's the same with Batman v Superman, where they were setting up so much stuff. In
Oh yeah,
one
well,
movie.
Batman. Well, because he opened it.
That
it
was
was
just
worse.
horribly done.
He opened an email with everyone. Everybody's superhero symbol was
Right.
there.
Then he had that dream about Darkseid and them. I'm like, what is going on
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
You're doing too much.
People doing way too much.
Yeah.
So I can see where she's going, and you know what?
see
It
that.
doesn't hurt me to say that it's worse than Spider-Man 3.
I think it is.
I still do not think that is worse than Spider-Man.
Have you
3.
watched this
cannot.
more than once?
I don't think
I don't.
I can't.
I got the
I
DVD.
don't have it. Spider-Man 3.
You
Say
said
that
what?
again?
Amazing Spider-Man 2? There wasn't a third one because this one was horrible.
No, it's better than Spider-Man 3, but it's not better than none of the other.
Yeah, not better than none of the
Okay,
others.
so
we're
And I-
split.
yeah, I still don't think
We're
it's better than
split.
Spider-Man 3 at all.
So we're
I don't
split.
think it's. I don't
We're
think
split. I don't
It's-
know.
it's-
that means it's tied. They're in the same spot.
All right, put them in the same spot.
Right, I'll write it down.
Yeah,
it's just I can watch that movie again.
I can.
I
I,
can't.
cannot
can
watch.
watch Spider-Man 3 again
Spider-Man
if
3
I really
again.
wanted to.
I cannot. I
Amazing
keep seeing it on
Spider-Man.
Netflix.
I
I'm like,
barely
I'm gonna
get
watch
through
this,
it.
and I keep being like,
I
no.
just watched it, and I'm like, I still hated it. But like Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, like I could barely get through it the first time. I never want to see this thing again.
I remember leaving the
I can-
theater angry.
I
That's
was
what
sitting there
I'm
angry
saying.
on 3.
That's true.
Me and Brandon
I
was just looking at each other like, that was the biggest
did we
waste
just
of
watch?
our money. The only movie I've ever walked out on was Last Holiday. But
Now I watched that on Transformers.
that one was close.
5 or whatever.
I nearly was like, let's bounce, dude. If we wasn't in Shaker Square, where there was nothing else to do, like, I would have been like, let's bounce.
What, you mean you're going to go to Zanzibar? Was that open then? Probably.
I don't think, no. That wasn't there back then. It was a while ago.
Oh, man. No, I remember
Could have went to Days and got some
watching
groceries.
Green Lantern in the theater and be
Ooh,
like,
you went to the movies to see it?
Oh man,
I did not
Ooh,
go to the
no, I
movies.
did not.
It's like,
man.
nope. I
That
wasn't
was-
really that
that-
big of a fan
that's
of Green
money
Lantern
I wish
anyway,
I coulda
so
got
I wasn't
back.
really that interested in the movie.
Yeah, no, I did not pay to see that.
that is something that shows you that it's not always the actor that makes things bad.
Oh, you know, it was just a bad movie. Everything about
Yeah,
the movie
it
was
was just
horrible.
bad.
Had nothing to do with Ryan
Yeah, it
Reynolds.
was horrible.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
Batman vs Superman has some good actors.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, obviously Ben
Oh,
Affleck
yeah.
is a good actor.
Right, Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill is a good actor.
That's
Yeah,
a,
just
like
a
I always say,
horrible
Henry
movie.
Cavill, best Superman, just in bad Superman movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, that movie was definitely.
So,
thanks.
all right, yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Okay, now we have this where Sony scrambled to figure out what they're going to do, and they had to either make a new movie or let Marvel use it. And so they decided to let Marvel use Spider-Man.
Yes. Best decision ever.
Best decision
Yes.
because
Who better to use Spider-Man than the people that created it?
Yeah,
Right, especially since Sony can't figure out how to make a movie of any kind.
Yeah, really.
yeah.
Anybody
Yeah,
think of a
it's not
Sony movie
just-
that they just loved?
Men in
Skyfall?
Black,
Skyfall.
Huh?
Skyfall.
Skyfall.
Men in Black. Wait, which one?
the first one.
Oh, okay, the first
Yeah,
one.
the
Okay,
first
yeah,
one.
the first
Only
one.
the first one.
The second one was whack. But that one when they went back in time, was that the third one?
That was the
That's
third, one.
Yeah, that one was actually pretty good.
The third one was better than
That
the
one was
second
actually pretty
one.
good. The
Better
second
than
one
the
was
second
whack.
Oh, the second one was horrible.
Second one was
I used to
terrible.
watch the second one all the time. Had Rosario Dawson in it.
Okay, that's why you used to watch the second one. As far as the story, though, it was not funny. It was like maybe like one or two parts. I was like, but outside of that, I'm like, this is whack. This is terrible, man.
Yeah.
All right, so they let Marvel use it. So besides putting Spider-Man in other movies, we got the new Sony made Spider-Man movies in the MCU, starting with Homecoming. Now we got a new Spider-Man as well,
Yes, Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Who I think fits the bill pretty well.
Perfect.
Perfect. I
Yes, he does.
I know there's a lot of people out there that's really going to disagree with me, but I think Tom Holland is the best Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Yes.
People
I
disagree.
agree. I mean,
Who's
like, give me
disagreeing with
give me your reasons why not though. He looks young.
Yeah.
He's got the that whole teenage
Awkwardness.
that new generation. Everything else is old.
Right.
Attitude, like when you caught bringing up all them old movies, that ignorance, that lack of
Yeah.
knowledge and whatnot.
Yeah.
It just fits the bill perfectly.
Never stop
like-
talking when he's fighting and stuff.
Yes.
Like, just continuously, just always,
Yes.
Always
saying
monologuing.
something. Yeah,
Like perfect, man.
perfect. Not he shows because a lot of people, because he has Tony Stark as a mentor, they think that the movies aren't built well, but I think it still shows the truth about Peter
what is-
Parker and Spider-Man, because Spider-Man's supposed to be poor and struggling and all that.
Yes.
He still is, but I still
But I
still
think
shows
it
Peter
do,
Parker's
it do
struggle.
capture actual Peter Parker like in high school too, because it's like Spider-Man gets his powers. He's a high school student, and I feel like with him, this was very believable compared to the other two that played Peter Parker.
Well, he was cast. He was still a teen.
Right.
I mean,
So
he's
that
in his
helps
20s
to actually
now,
to
but he was
really
still
be
a teen.
young.
Yeah.
When you're cast into a young role.
And I'm glad they kept him in high school. It makes sense. I don't know how they're going to do that
Yeah.
for the third movie.
They need to graduate him. That's what they need to do.
Cause,
Well, I think
Yeah,
isn't
that'd
it supposed to be
be
called
good,
Spider-Man
registration.
graduation?
I
It's-
don't know.
yeah,
I
don't
feel like
think
they
that's
need to
what it is.
graduate him off
He's
screen.
got to do it off screen, I think.
I think they should do it off screen.
Yeah, definitely off screen. Just bring us in, like, okay, he's done with high school. You can maybe give us like a little snippets of maybe what happened, but outside of that, just
Yeah.
Well, I guess they couldn't
There they go.
because it's 2023 currently, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. So, so the first Spider-Man movie, Homecoming, I think was built excellently. First of all, the villain up there, one of the best.
Oh yeah, Michael
Spider-Man
Keaton
villains.
Yeah.
nailed it for the
Yes.
Vulture.
ironically, he was Batman.
He
Now he's a villain.
Also true. He also nailed Batman.
He did also know
Yeah.
Batman. You can't lose with Michael Keaton.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
True enough. True enough.
Now, I do have some issue with these.
Okay.
I don't think his supporting cast is as strong. Like, I think Zendaya is fine,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I feel
She's
like,
pretty funny.
I mean, Ned, is that his name?
Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's a great supporting cast member.
who's Ned?
His friend.
His friend.
Oh, that's his name.
Yeah.
I never knew that was his name.
Yeah. He's
Okay.
actually, they based him off of a character from the Ultimate Spider-Man. Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't care where they got it from. I just don't think.
You
Wow.
don't think he's that great?
Gotta love DeLorean.
To me, his supporting cast is not that great to me.
Um.
They're always like in the background. Even that other kid, what's his name? His bully.
Oh, Flash.
Yeah, Flash.
Yeah, it is. I'm not feeling it.
No, but I do like Zendaya in the role of MJ, and
That's the
I think the
only one I
chemistry is
like.
really there.
Yeah, them two, and then the other ones, they're like background noise that could be better.
Yeah, okay, I feel it.
Especially
It
the one
does-
girl that was the dude's daughter, the villain's daughter. I was like,
I forget her name.
Yeah, see, that's how you know it's not important. You don't know her name.
I was like,
Yeah, and he was after her the whole movie.
yeah.
See,
Then she moved away.
It wasn't that. It
I'm like,
wasn't
I was
that
glad she moved
important
away.
to me, I guess.
yeah, but it should have been.
But it was shocking to know that he was her father. I think they played that well.
yeah, but
Yeah.
you
That-
should
that was
remember
nice.
the
That was nicely
girl.
played,
You
yeah.
don't.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But she
the-
didn't.
I remember what she looks like. I don't. What's her name?
I remember what she looked like, but I mean, I can remember her face, but
I forgot that
Outside
was
of
even the plot.
Exactly.
Okay.
Wow.
But anyway, one of the reasons that Tom Holland's Spider-Man, it's like the only time in the movie it really made me feel for Spider-Man, like he was in danger. Like in that first movie when Vulture dropped that building on him,
Yeah.
and like he's crying for help. You're like, yeah, that's right. This is a kid,
Yeah.
you know, and it made you really feel like he was a kid.
But that and he's still learning on the go. Like
Yeah.
it's cool to have, Tony Stark as your mentor, but it's basically you're out here on your own and you don't know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
didn't he get his suit taken from him
Yeah.
at that point? Like
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
back to the
yeah.
little
He didn't have
rags
his
and
suit.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah.
Tony took his suit away from him. Yeah, and the same thing in Infinity War. That ad-lib little death he did,
Oh yeah, that one kind of twisted my.
especially
I was
at
like,
that
Dad,
point
like-
in the movie. I was like,
You guys are so
It's like, what if a
emotional.
kid come to you like, right, like I don't want to go, I don't want to die. Like what? Like what? How
What
you
you
gonna?
gonna
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna
you gonna push
gonna
him
push him
away?
away?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, DeLorean, you're horrible.
I know, right?
So horrible.
Oh, you love her and hate her at the same time. That was dark.
Jeez.
That was dark.
All right.
What are you gonna do if a kid comes to you? I'm gonna push him away. What do you mean? What I'm gonna do? There was no hesitation. Like she pre-planned it. Like if a kid ever comes to me for help, I'm gonna push him away and proceed to drink my Gatorade and walk on down the street.
So yeah, Homecoming very good.
Where you want to put it?
I kind of want to put it below Spider-Man 1 because Spider-Man 1's got that.
I disagree with you, but it is below Spider-Man 2.
I disagree too. I have it above Spider-Man 1, but below Spider-Man 2.
It's hard for me to put it above Spider-Man 1 because that was like,
The intro.
yeah, like that was
kicking
like
off.
premiere, man. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to push that out of
But
spot
see,
one
I
because
say
of
that, but because Spider-Man 2 was so much better than the original one,
Yeah.
Homecoming is better than that. Because Spider-Man 2
Yes.
took it to another level.
And you know what? Actually, for them taking into account them rebooting the story and doing it without it feeling old.
Exactly, because they didn't redo the origin, which we didn't need.
Yeah, we did
Yep.
need that.
It was just, you just kind of insert into his life.
Like, hey, he's Spider-Man.
It's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's all we needed.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That I did appreciate.
I can put it above Spider-Man 1. I mean,
So it's above Spider-Man 1 and below Spider-Man 2.
Yep.
We
You know what?
agreed
Yeah,
on?
I'd have to put it above 1 because if I don't put it above 1 and I think that 2 is better than 1, then I had to put it at number 3 at the highest.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got to put it above number 1 there.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
All right. So that's Spider-Man 2,
Homecoming.
Homecoming, Spider-Man 1, Amazing Spider-Man,
Yeah, I think that's
Yes.
where we are right now. Yeah.
and then tied for last is Amazing Spider-Man 2 and
Spider-
Spider-Man 3.
yeah.
Yes.
They're gonna
Yeah,
remain
that's
down
where
there.
we at right now.
they're not gonna
those
move up.
throats aren't moving.
It does not get that worse.
it's pretty bad.
Okay, so next is I'm going to do the next Marvel movie, which was
Wait. What now?
I mean,
Far
I
From
know
Home.
that I'm going to talk about that movie last.
Why?
Fine, Into the
Go in
Spider-Verse.
order.
Let's go Into the Spider-Verse.
Dope.
So it was
Period.
Dope.
Yes,
It was dope.
It was good.
That
It was-
that soundtrack to like had
That's-
you into the
it's-
movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Tell me one thing you didn't like about it.
nothing.
Exactly. How often does that happen?
I actually
That is
enjoyed
true.
everything about that movie.
I even like the pig, Peter Porker.
He was hilarious.
He was bitten by the radioactive pig.
Yeah, the spider that was bitten by a radioactive
Yeah.
pig. Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah,
That
I
is
think they did to do the Spider-Verse. Like, I don't know, Sony. I'm surprised. How did you have this in you? I don't understand.
Yeah, really. Like, where did this come from? They did the origin again, but I mean, it's Miles Morales, so they kind of got to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They kind of got to throw that our way. But I also like the fact that he didn't overreact after he got bit by this daggone
That
spider
was so funny.
that all the other ones did.
He's just like,
He was like, knocked it off and it fell down. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I did like that.
I would have overreacted because I don't like getting bit by spiders or spiders
How
being
often
on
do you
me.
get bit by
I've
spiders?
been bit by a spider before. It's not that bad.
I have been. It's not that bad. I don't like spiders being on me.
I have never been bitten by what?
Like, you ever see like this one time the spider was just like it was
you
just
ever
on
leave
my
your home?
shoulder.
Yeah, not to get bitten by spiders. I don't.
Yeah, but like
You
usually
can get bitten by a spider. in your
it
house.
just happens.
Just
Like,
no,
yeah,
it
generally.
doesn't. They just get bitten by spiders.
I'm not all the time. I've
You know,
been
not
bitten
every
by
day.
a
Yeah,
spider.
bitten by an outside spider.
No, you seen those things?
No,
You seen
I'm
outside
saying.
spiders?
That's
The
poisonous.
ones outside of my house, they're huge. They're like,
You know, outside spiders are just inside spiders that have not come in
No.
there.
no, they're not.
No,
They definitely are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same.
no,
Yeah, they're the same ones.
Spiders, there be some poisonous spiders that be living outside.
No,
Okay,
they're actually not.
What?
I be seeing the same spiders inside my house that I see outside the house.
Okay, I'm
They
not
just
saying
ain't came in
inside
yet.
spiders can't be outside. I'm saying generally you don't get outside spiders inside of your house.
Yeah, but yeah, they work their way in. It's like ants, it's like bees, flies, them little millipedes or whatever the heck you call them.
So, yeah, this not amazing. Into the Spider-Verse. Excuse me. Done very well. Like everything. From the soundtrack to their animation method.
Oh, the animation was amazing,
Yeah.
man.
And they did some new type of animation where it skipped frames, so it made it look more like a comic book, but it
Yes.
still was fluid. And then they sped it up when he was in fights. So, like, I think it was like, I don't know exactly, but I'm just gonna say it was like 24 frames a second everywhere else. But when you fight, they jumped it up to 60 frames a second, like we're used to. And it's like, wow, okay.
Which was cool. And I like how they pulled the different Spider-Man from the different Spider-Verses. Because the Spider-Man that died was nothing like the Spider-Man that,
Right.
We're
That we
used
know.
to.
Yeah.
the bum Spider-Man, I call him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was
It
so
was
funny.
definitely that.
Now, I think the bum Spider-Man represents the one from our current comic book series.
Yeah.
because I believe him and Mary Jane were divorced.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the same. And the one that we saw was the Ultimate Universe Spider-Man, who actually did die in that comic book. So
Okay. Cool.
done really well.
Yeah, very well. Like you said, the animation, the acting, the soundtrack, all that was good.
It was great.
All of it was good.
And I haven't read any of Miles Morales' comic books, so like just watching this, I was like, man, Miles Morales is a really cool character. I like it,
It is. I like them.
Yeah.
I like them a whole lot.
So.
Like I said, all the Spider-Man, even the one that Nicolas Cage voiced,
Oh my
Spider-Man
gosh.
Black. He was funny.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Like when they were doing that Rubik's Cube, and he was trying to like
Spider-Man
say his
Noir.
colors, but
Yeah.
since he come from a black and white universe, he ain't know his colors. He's like, what is it, black? Pig was like, no. He's like, blue?
I like how he was in there and like the wind was still blowing his coat.
He was like,
even though he
where's
was
that wind coming from? We're in a basement.
Oh, it's so funny. That's stuff you can't do in live action, really,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Which I think they made use of it being animation. And again, it's something you surprised me because none of your other movies, even the ones
But
outside
nowhere
of
near.
Spider-Man, nowhere near this good.
Nowhere
Yeah, I
near.
don't understand. So pretty dope. This was a pretty dope movie.
Yeah, I thought that one was good, man. It was real funny. But like I said, once you do it animated, it's like you're unlimited with what you can do with
Yeah, you can
Spider-Man
do
when it's
whatever you
animated.
want.
You're unlimited in what you can do. So
But I do want to see Miles Morales in a live action movie.
Yeah.
I think
who would
that
play
be cool.
him? You know,
I don't
anybody
know
any
right now.
ideas?
No one out now. I don't think.
Gonna have to be some unknown.
Yeah. I think it would be.
I feel like no one out now fits the bill.
No.
Everybody all now too old anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody young now.
Well, before he was young then, but Childish Gambino, before he
No.
became too old, wanted to do it.
Sorry, I believe we should have a Puerto Rican do it.
Fair enough.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Why not?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I don't know any Puerto Rican child
That's it.
actors.
He's unknown or he's not out yet.
Okay,
Yeah, we just don't know.
fair enough.
I mean, y'all see the last scene when they had that Spider-Man go back to the first, like the original Spider-Man.
yeah.
Then they was pointing.
That's a
Like,
meme.
it's rude to point. To like, but you're pointing at me.
You
like,
pointed at me.
I'm pointing at different. Like you're accusing me of pointing while you're pointing.
That was funny. That was a
Yeah,
meme,
that was
and they
funny.
put it in the movie.
That was what?
It was a meme, apparently. Like it
Was
was
it?
something that people had done before.
That was funny.
Which
That,
it was
that
hilarious.
was funny.
It was hilarious. All right, so that's number one.
Obviously,
Yes,
that's
yes,
got to be
number
number
one.
one.
Yes. Yeah, that's number one.
Movie, no negatives.
I agree.
Can't say.
Yeah, literally no negatives in it
Yeah.
at all.
So okay, then our last one,
Far from home.
Far From Home. You get dock points for that stupid name.
What, Spider-Man Far From Home?
Yeah, it's
Far
so
From
dumb.
Yeah, he was
Such a dumb
far
name.
from
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
I honestly,
Do
I don't know why you hate this name so much. I didn't have a problem with it.
It's stupid.
I had no
But I
problem
love
with
this
that name.
movie though. This movie.
No, it's a good movie.
Yeah. We talked about this before. Well, we did a review
Yeah,
of it.
we did a review.
The best way you could do Mysterio in live action, I think.
Yeah.
You know, awesome. Though it was funny the whole time I was watching this movie, I'm like, something is really off about Nick Fury. I'm like, why did they make Nick Fury like this? This seems weird. This isn't really Nick Fury. And then at the end, they're like, oh, it wasn't Nick Fury. And you're like, oh, okay, well that answers it. Because like it really seemed, I don't know, did it seem off to you guys?
I mean, I did, but I kind of wonder if that was purposely done, or do we say like, oh, because he was a Skrull, yes, he was off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, at first I was just like, oh, because it's a comedy, you know, they kind of lighten the character a little bit, you know. But I think
I'm mad because every time I start to watch a movie, I get interrupted, so I've never gotten to watch the whole movie.
No,
Really?
No,
Oh,
oh, dude, it's
That's a
good.
good movie.
You need to watch it.
yeah.
I remember I said that last time. That's why I started to try to watch it, and then I keep getting interrupted.
Oh,
Sorry.
Stupid kids.
unfortunate. I feel like the beginning is cool, but I think the ending is like that third act is probably the best part. of
third
the
act
movie.
is definitely the best.
The third act definitely elevates it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Something. to
Oh,
look forward
and
to.
slightly off topic, but on topic. Nick
Mm-hmm.
Fury in Age of Ultron does make reference to being out of space
In the Age of Ultron.
when when they're at Hawkeye's house and he goes into that whole spiel of like, this is why I chose you guys. He made reference to things going on out of space, and I didn't think that it would carry over onto the Earth or it being brought here on Earth. And he was like, you were chosen to take care of the threats that were going to happen on Earth.
I'm gonna have to relook at that.
I vaguely remember that conversation because I remember
I'm sure he
she
said
had
it
Tony
before.
try to like fix her tractor or whatever. That was just to get him inside to talk to Nick Fury. I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what he was saying.
But yeah, it was when all of them.
Yep, that's when it was.
Yep, got it. Okay. Yeah, so Far From Home was good.
Yes.
I think the end credit scenes also added a lot to the movie.
Which is how I don't know how you're gonna put him in it. This is why I don't get how he'll be in high school. Is because if you outed him, how does Peter Parker go back to school?
Yeah,
He
that's
can't.
tough.
You can't because the
There's
police
no
are
way.
gonna be right there. Like, well, actually, I don't know because the governments know that it wasn't Spider-Man.
Do they?
Well, Shield no.
The Shield, right?
Ah.
The Shield's gonna sweep in and help him.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
Is he on
he's
the?
in quite
And
a
we
bit.
saw in the Morbius trailer they had murderer written over Spider-Man, so I think they're continuing that narrative.
So you have to continue that narrative. You just can't pretend like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm hoping they working on a very good storyline to wrap this up.
It's going to be interesting. Really makes me want to see this next movie.
Yeah,
Makes me want to see both.
And I don't think any of these movies coming out.
we should.
I should.
Yeah, get on that.
I will definitely do that.
Yeah,
I don't think any of these movies coming out from Marvel are taking place in President Day.
right.
You mean present day? You said president. I can't do that.
In present day. Yes.
President.
So I think Spider-Man's going to be the first one, or Doctor Strange is going to
Doctor
be the
Strange
first
is the
one.
first one. Yeah.
Okay, everything else is in the past.
Yep.
All right, well, we'll see what happens there. So those are the movies. So where are we putting this one? Below Spider-Man 1? I say it's below the Homecoming.
It is below Homecoming.
I have it below Homecoming, but above Spider-Man 1.
I do too.
Fair enough.
He didn't see it,
Oh,
so
so it's just us three. We
Yeah.
all agree.
yep, we all agree.
We all agree. All right, so our rankings. Derek.
All right, so we have Enter the Spider-Verse as number 1,
Oh yeah.
Spider-Man 2 as number 2,
Yeah.
Homecoming as number 3, Spider-Man Far From Home as number 4, Spider-Man 1 as number 5, and The Amazing Spider-Man as number 6, and Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Man 2 tied for last.
All right.
Sounds
Good.
about right.
That sounds about right. I feel bad for having one be number 5.
But the thing is, the other ones are really good. So it
Yeah.
seems low on the list, but it's not really low on the
Yeah.
All
list.
that
Yeah,
means is
it's just they're all good. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
it just means that most Spider-Man movies have been good.
So
And it's
we
just the
did good.
bad ones really stick with us.
Yeah. We had 3 really bad ones, and they were all together.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fair
So
enough.
yeah, it does feel low on the list, but we still really enjoy that movie. It's
Yeah.
still really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Spider-Man obviously is not going away.
No.
No, they're definitely keeping
No?
hanging on to this movie. So will be more Spider-Man to see in the future.
I'm cool with that.
I'm ready to see a Deadpool Spider-Man team up as they always do in the cartoons and the comics. I want to see it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's in the that's got to be in the
They
works.
working on
It's
that.
got to
for
be in
sure.
the
gotta
works.
be in the works,
Do
yeah.
do a double movie where like they really tie together. One is in Deadpool's movie, which you can keep like Deadpool, and one is in Spider-Man's movie, which Deadpool can complain about how he has to be brought down to PG-13. That would be great.
Oh, that would be nice.
I like that idea.
They could do that.
I think that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
I feel that.
Yep.
But so that is our ranking of the Spider-Man movies that have come out so far. Honorable mentions is the horrible live-action Spider-Man like TV shows, I guess, that came out like in the 70s. Was it? There was a TV show.
Why are you mentioning something that none of us have seen?
It's so horrible.
We
From the
haven't seen it.
70s?
Yeah, I think it was 70s. I don't know.
Okay.
It was bad.
No mention at
What
all.
about
for
the
those.
Japanese Spider-Man?
What?
There's a Japanese Spider-Man.
Well, it's his name.
Spider-Man.
Why you
No,
don't,
the actual
no. Why are you mentioning any of these things?
Like, not Peter Parker, but
Oh, I don't know.
No. Oh, why are we talking about these
Hideki
things?
so bad.
Matsui. All right, so
Oh, wow.
what is
Wow.
it's a Japanese name.
It's a baseball player.
Didn't we
know.
just
Yeah, Hideki Matsui is definitely.
didn't we just
okay.
make mention on what we should and should not say?
Yeah, we definitely did, and usually it's me. That's the problem.
Okay,
not-
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's
Well,
our
anyhow-
fearless
You gonna cut
leader
that out?
today.
You gonna cut it out?
That's going to be the
No,
end.
don't
of
leave that in.
our, no, I'm not. That's going to be the end of our Spider-Man ranking. So, did you agree with us? Did you not? If you have your own thoughts
We don't
us
want to
know.
hear it. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
or don't,
No, go ahead. Let us know because I do want to know. I do want to know.
yeah, let us
What
know.
everybody
You can
thought.
either comment on this video or you can reach out to us on our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/3drivals. You can email us at gmail, 3drivals@gmail.com, or you can tweet at us on the Twitters. That is 3_rivals.
Tweet at us on the Twitters.
Yes,
Spoken like a real old man.
that's what I say every
Tweet at us
time.
on the Twitters.
Tweet at us on the Twitters. Thank you.
On the Twitters.
Tweet. With that saying, bye.